And today I'm skilled. I'm a professional. I help so many families every single year have that dream of home ownership, which makes me feel really good. It's, being recognized and having that fulfillment when they close on their home is like the most amazing thing.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on another episode of Joe Knows. I'm Joe Dallo, estate planning attorney with Dallo Estate Planning. If you need any wills, trusts, powers of attorney, deeds for your property, protecting your children, you can contact me, 248-914-8146, or you can email me, joe@dalloestateplanning.com. I have a special guest, Mark Jarbo from Community First Home Mortgage. What we do on our show, we interview a guest, figure out what they do for a living, learn to see what they do in their personal lives, get to know them more. When should somebody contact you? Because, people, they wait. I mean, for me, I know the lending process. So I know when to start getting ready, when to let you know. When should somebody contact you?
If you guys want to contact me, reach out to me or text me. It would be the best thing. 248-884-1604. 248-884-1604. Thanks, David Dowd. You're amazing. Contact me when you're thinking that you want to buy, when you want to get yourself prepared. You want to be able to know 100% that this is what you want to do, because it is going to be the most biggest investment in your life, 100%. And that ties in with Joe. I mean, making an investment like that, you want to secure something like that. You want to secure it right, not only with a mortgage, with estate planning, making sure it's taken care of as far as your family and whatnot.
Yeah, especially I'm glad you brought that up, because sure. I just thought of one of my clients. A lot of people, when they go to someone that has a general knowledge of something, they can band-aid fix issues, but ultimately you need to go to a professional that specializes in that area. So for example, one way to fix that somebody is not on a deed for a property is by adding someone else onto it, right? So I have a client that it was a husband and wife on a property that they bought, but a relative wanted to buy a second house and they couldn't afford it on their own. So the wife got taken off of their personal property so that it wouldn't count against their loan amount that they would be able to qualify for. Then they got put on the second house. So the wife got put on the second house with a relative, and she's not on her own deed for her own property because they were trying to help somebody out. And
that's like,
yeah, exactly. So
horrible.
It's like, what happens if her husband passes away? She's going to have to go to court, probate court, to get her own house because they were trying to do something nice that they didn't think all the way through. They just got it band-aided, fixed, short term.
For me, anytime that, one of my team members and or myself would be doing a mortgage for anybody, it's always the best thing to give the correct information. I was told this past weekend we were at the Arab Chaldean Festival. Somebody said, "Oh, you know what, Mark, I'm going to tell you, you don't even know how many people listen to you." And a lot of people fear when you talk because you really tell the truth. And if somebody doesn't tell you the truth, honestly, guys, run. Just, run for the hills.
Yeah,
It's
I agree.
I would not sit across the table with somebody telling me. And if you have to listen to a couple people and then make a decision for yourself, is the smartest way, because making the wrong decision could cost you a lot, whether it's on the estate planning side, whether it's getting a mortgage, using a great realtor. These are the things that people really need to understand.
Right. And then sometimes to piggyback off of that is listen to the people that are qualified. So maybe go to 2 or 3 people that are qualified in that field, because a lot of people, they come to me and they're like, well, my cousin did this. And I'm like, your cousin is not a lawyer. So I don't know why they did it, if it was the right way for their situation. Did they go to a lawyer? Does that lawyer know what they're doing?
I had 2 people yesterday, Joe, call me, and it was really nice talking to them, by the way. And one lady was just like, well, someone told me. She said it like 3 times. I was like, can you stop please for a minute? You know, someone told you the wrong thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, what's difficult? When I tell them the right thing, they think I'm, you know, telling them also the wrong thing because they've been told the wrong thing already. So it's like you're fighting an uphill battle already to begin with.
Right.
But it's like trying to prove somebody wrong, yet, you know, you still, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to keep trying, and I'm going to keep fighting my way through and telling the truth and being honest and being resilient and persistent in what I believe in. And that's a wholehearted truth.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fighting an uphill battle, and just make sure that you're getting the right information. Mark knows his stuff. He has a great team that can help you out with figuring out what works for you, and you can get the numbers in, you know, documentation to know what you 100%.
Need to do. Everything is documented. Yes. Everything is documented. There's nothing that in the mortgage industry, there's nothing that can be hidden anymore. The laws from back in 2008 changed, and they changed to benefit the clients and the borrowers and the world, because, you know, mortgages and the finance world it's a big deal. You make mistakes, and that's what happened in 2008. And maybe if I get an opportunity, I'll tell, you know, people about the market difference between now and what it was back in the day. Oh, well, the market's going to crash. The market's going to crash. Well, go ahead and keep waiting, because nobody knows when. Even if the market does crash, it's not going to crash to what it was back in 2007 and 8, because it's not a mortgage fallout. It's not a, you know, situation where people made mistakes on the mortgage side or the financial aspect. It's a world type thing, if you want to call it. So it's not going to fall to where it was before. That's my belief.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. You know, I don't know.
Right. Yeah. I also don't think it's going to fall to that level, but you never know. So, how long have you been in the business?
I've been in the business approximately 14 years.
Wow. That's
going
a long
on
time.
14 years. I started, not knowing a single thing about mortgages. And it was the funniest thing, because at the place I was at the time, wasn't very helpful.
Okay. They just give it the here go start.
No, it wasn't that. It was more or less, you know, oppression.
Okay.
You know, if you're gonna go to a place and they want to keep you down, and you know your value, just run, get out of that place.
Yeah.
But okay. I withstood this for 3 years there and change, benefiting them, and, you know, also benefiting myself. But I looked at it as a college education that I didn't have before. You know, I did have college education, but at the same time, it was something new I was getting into.
It's always real world is completely different than school. I've done so much school. I've taken so many tests. I know all about school. Real world is completely different.
It is. And, you know, thank God, you know, I think, and there's good teachers and bad teachers, and I say this all the time. They were the bad ones, right, guys? They were the bad teachers. But thank God that I had good teachers after that. And today I'm skilled. I'm a professional. I help so many families every single year have that dream of home ownership, which makes me feel really good. It's, you know, being recognized and having that fulfillment when they close on their home is like the most amazing thing.
Yeah,
we had a special closing yesterday.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
This family, you know, they went through a rough patch, and other lenders wouldn't give them a loan. I think just 2 other lenders that they went to, and they needed to get approved. Their situation was difficult, the father's disabled. They had, you know, different situations in their home and whatnot. But we made it work. And it was very, very fulfilling. And it was like the most amazing thing to see their family have a home.
Yeah.
You know, they've been renting forever and ever and ever, throwing their money away. Guys, rent is 100%. The interest rate on rent is 100%. You know, you want to buy, even if the rates, you know, everybody says, oh, they're high, they're high. No, they're not. You guys don't understand. When you're renting, you're not paying the 5.5% or the 6% of today. You're actually paying the 100% that the landlord is charging you guys. So you guys have to understand the benefit for yourselves. I can't make people understand what the benefit for them is, but at the end of the day, it's a benefit to you guys. Landlords are going to make money no matter what, right?
Oh, yeah.
You agree with that,
Yes,
right?
100%.
They're going to make money, 100%. I'm a landlord. I make money too. There's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, if you're able to buy and save the money and put it back in your family's pocket and do things with it, take a vacation. I don't know, whatever you want.
Yeah, I think I came up with something good that I thought about the other day. A phrase that I thought about is you thinking is stopping you from doing something instead of you knowing if you can do it or not. And so some people, like I said, they think that they need 20% down. They think their credit score is bad. They think that they cannot qualify for a mortgage. Why don't you find out? It doesn't cost you anything other than time to find out if you can do it or not. Same thing with me. Like I have a couple of friends. I've known them since middle school. So almost 30 years. They were like, hey, I want to hire you, but I feel like I can't afford you. I was like, did you even ask me how much I charge? Did you ask me how I charge?
I like that post you put out though on Facebook. Should I charge more?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, you know, when I talk to lawyers, they ask me, how much did you charge for this thing? And I tell them. And they're like, what do you mean? You should be charging 2 to 3 times that amount. Yeah, but I don't look at it like that. I look at it like I'm giving my clients value. And for me, I don't feel like I should charge more because I'm giving you good quality for a fair price. And it works for me. It works for you. It allows you to do other stuff with your money.
100%.
Like, you know, if I charge you for estate planning, I also know you might need life insurance.
People don't understand the reality of how expensive it is if a situation comes up. Oh my God. It's like you're running around. You don't know what to do. You don't know who to ask. When you have somebody like Joe or myself put you guys in the right positions, either to buy a house or to will it correctly, right? If you're all set, everything is done correctly, and you guys don't have any issues, you feel comfort, you feel safe, you don't have nothing to worry about when something comes up. And also, what's really nice about you and I, if people really need us after the fact, they can come to us.
Oh, yeah.
With questions.
I give you my cell phone number.
You can call us anytime.
You can call me, text me. I don't
come
charge
to my office.
That. Yeah.
You know, and hey, look, the other day a lady came in with a bunch of envelopes. And Valentina sat with her and she went through all of them. And the last envelope was her actual mortgage statement. You know what's nice is the team member was actually helping the client, trying to understand, because after they bought the house, they got all this junk mail. They got a lot. You guys get a lot of junk mail.
So many things.
So she was like, you know, not this. She'd tear it. Not this. She'd tear it. Not this. And then finally, she got the mortgage statement. And she's like, "This is your mortgage statement. You have to make a payment to this, this, and this, and do this, this, and that." So we help people after the fact. We make them feel comfortable. We want them to feel comfortable because not only do we want to do a loan for them or we want to get another client for Joe, we actually we want them to send us referrals. We want them to be able to say, hey, go to my guy Joe. He's amazing. Or hey, go to Mark Jarbo.
Right.
Like this is the cool part of all of it, right?
It is, yeah.
What we do is to benefit you so that you guys can benefit us as well.
Right. Yeah, we take care of people. You know, you don't just do what you do. I always tell people, for me, you know, call me for whatever you need. I have people that I can send you to take care of that thing, even if I can't do it. I have about 50 to 60 attorneys that I deal with. If you need immigration law, criminal law, landlord-tenant disputes, business law, anything, come to me first. I don't have a million people. There are some niche legal fields that I don't have somebody in, but I can help you find somebody. Or like, for example, some of my clients, they need attorneys in different states. I can help them find somebody and say, look, these are the people that use similar software that I use. Here's a list of them. Call them, figure out which one is the best, but at least I can get you in the right direction.
See, that's what I like about you're pliable. You're pliable. You help people. Even if you can't do something, you're gonna send them to somebody else.
Right.
In the same scenario for us, if we can't do something for you, we're gonna try and get you to the right people to be able to do it. I am a one-stop shop. If I do say no, you cannot buy a house, you probably can't. But we'll prepare you. We'll tell you what has to be done. You got to fix your credit. Your assets are not in line. The way your job is not going to help you.
And you probably have people that can help them with those things.
100%. All of my team members are sophisticated enough to help all of you guys. By the way, English, Arabic, Chaldean, and I speak Spanish.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Sí, señor. Yo puedo hablar español. So, at the end of the day, see, there you go.
There you go. There you go.
Dave was like, oh my God, don't speak Spanish. And the other day, I had one of my realtor partners. He actually called me, Frank Jarbo. He called me and he was like, hey, I got this guy, he wants to buy, but he only speaks Spanish. I'm like, put him on the phone right now. So Frank puts him on the phone and I'm talking to the guy and he wants to rent an apartment. I'm like, Frank, he wants to rent an apartment. He's like, oh man, I'm so sorry, man. He's like, I'm so sorry I bothered you. I'm like, no, it's okay. I was like, if you want me to work as a translator, I'll charge you by the hour. Don't worry. I swear. It was so funny.
No, that is funny. I mean, that's the thing is like you have to be able to explain to people so that they can make an educated decision of what they need to do, and helping them understand what they're doing is more important than the actual end result, because I want you to feel comfortable knowing why you're doing this certain thing. Right? When I talk to my clients, I'm like, look, these are your 3 or 4 options. If you do option A, it's the least expensive, but it's only covering your house. If you do option B, it's the best one, but it's the most expensive. Right. But you can do, these are the different options, and these are what the things are. What would you like to do? Do you have any questions about them? And then help them do it like that.
I love options. Options are something that, when people have them, they feel as though they have a benefit.
Right.
And that's the whole idea. We're trying to benefit somebody. Are we in the business to make money? Yes, we are, because we are a business. We do have families. And everybody has to understand that. And I'm sure everyone does. But we are in the business to make sure that all of the people that come to us, the clientele, the borrowers, the clients for Joe, real estate agents, everybody, the end result is to make a living and earn money to take care of your families. But what we want to do more so than anything is to make sure the job we're doing for everybody is fulfilling that, right? It doesn't matter. You could charge $50,000 for a will, right?
Yeah.
Which is unheard of. But what you're trying to do is give value and benefit to the client before the end result in our heads. We want to give back to the client. We want to make sure that the client's fine. For me, my clients are not only my borrowers, my referral partners. I'm all referral based. I'm 100% referral based. I don't have a lead generation system. I don't work off of a lead dialer. Nothing like that. We are 100% referral based. And I think you are too, Joe, right?
I'm mostly referral based, yes.
So, I will, contact Joe for a client, or Joe will say, hey, Mark, I have someone that needs help, and back and forth. So we help each other as well. Joe is my client, and I'm probably his too. at the end of the day, we want to benefit each other by helping each other and by helping the clients.
Right. Yeah. And especially when you know somebody can do a good job.
Oh, exactly.
I have a few people that I know that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to send anybody to you.
Yeah.
So, once you lose that trust in your network, it's hard to bring that back up. You have to really work on it. So, once you have the credibility, then it's easy to just send people over because you know that they're going to take a good job.
Exactly.
Take good care of somebody.
Next question.
Yeah. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about you? What do you like to do for fun?
Me for fun. So I love the gym. That's my fun part.
Is it just working out, or do you do anything there? Classes or whatever?
No, I can't do the classes. There's just no way you'll find me in leotards or those tight pants or nothing like that. There's just no way. I don't think
no yoga. No,
I don't think I'd be allowed in the gym anymore. So I do my regular cardio, strength training. That's my getaway. At nighttime. I'll go to the gym for a couple hours, hour and a half. My most peaceful time is the steam room at Lifetime. It just really, I sit there, no phone, nothing. I put
that's the hardest part. That's the hardest part that people don't know. Like
no phone.
I have, how many? I have a couple of clients that are in the mortgage industry. I cannot get you guys to call, text. Like everybody's so busy all the time. It's so difficult. You're always on the phone.
I'm not busy enough. I'm never busy for people. That's one of the things. People call and say, "Oh, I know you're busy. I'm sorry." No. I'm not busy.
Right.
I'm not paper pushing, man.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm reaching out to the client.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm busy." That's the worst word you could use.
No, I know that. I know. I understand.
Because what does that do? That pushes people away.
Yeah.
It tells people he's too busy for me.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for those who say that, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, I'm too busy, stop saying it.
Yeah.
You're pushing your people away, your clients away, your referral partners away. You're not busy enough. Nobody's busy enough. Trust me, in this industry right now, you're not busy enough.
Yeah.
If you're a real estate agent and you say I'm busy, you ain't busy enough. If you're in the mortgage industry and you say you're busy, you're not busy enough. I know you're not busy enough. Trust me, I've been in this long enough to know you're not busy enough.
Yeah. Yeah, especially during this time, for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for a deal. Everybody's trying to take a deal from one another. And to be honest with you, I don't. I actually turned a client away this morning. Before I got here, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I helped him out, and he's to the position where I've been working with him for almost a year. And he's shopping around, and I said, go do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere you want. Be free.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hold you down. I can't hold you down.
Right. No, I know.
Do whatever you like. There's nothing wrong with helping people. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, I'm the
If
same
he's
way
happy
too.
going somewhere else, please, by all means.
Yeah, I do that too. I try to help people out. I'm like, look, this is what I can do for you. If you want it, great. I can help you out. If not, you want to go with somebody else, as long as you do it. Because for me, it's all about protecting people, especially the stuff that I do. It is, if you don't have it done right, or you don't have it at all, the consequences are crazy. And I would rather have you go and do it the right way, not do it the wrong way, to have you do it the right way with somebody else than not have it at all. So I can only do so much, right? So
for fun, I like Cedar Point. Me and my son, last week, Saturday, spent probably 11 hours. And if Matthew's listening, he knows. Man, did I pay for it the rest of the week? Oh my God. I'm 46, man. I'm not young, but we had the time of our life. And, I'm a risk taker. I'm a thrill guy. I love that kind of stuff. So I'm not afraid of much at all, actually. So I will take the dive if I have to. I just won't jump out of an airplane. That thing, that is like,
I'm the same way.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm glad you did
Have
my
you done-
will. You know
have
what I
done-
mean?
Have you done bungee jumping?
Oh no, I won't do it.
Okay.
There's just
I think-
no way. I can't.
I think the closest thing that I did was the ripcord. Do you know what the ripcord is?
Yeah, I know
That's
yeah.
the closest thing that I've done. But
My-
other
my
than that, I haven't done
Matthew
anything.
was like, Dad, let's go on that. What's that thing called where they strap you in? There's two people next to each other.
Oh, and then they shoot you.
They
like a
shoot you out.
slingshot or
Oh, the
something like that?
slingshot.
Yeah.
Yes. He's like, let's do the slingshot. I'm like, we're not doing the slingshot. We're not doing the slingshot. There's no way. He got me on the Val Raven.
Yeah.
He made me sit at the front. Dude.
You have to
I
sit in
thought
the
my
front.
right eye just shot to the back of my head. I'm like, my God, dude, what did you do to me? He's like, come on, Dad, you can handle. You can handle. I'm like, okay, but I'm like, this is ridiculous. But we had a good time. It was
Nice.
fun. I like to spend time with my family, doing things. I'm not home all the time. I am a very hard worker. I put my time in. My work ethic is ridiculous.
Yep.
A lot of people say, well, you don't have a work-life, home-life balance, right? Yet, when you're struggling, what's the balance there? I
Right.
tell people.
Right.
So,
You're at
where
home,
do you
but you're not doing
balance?
anything. Yeah.
You're at home, yet you're struggling, yet you want to be home. I can't. I just, that doesn't, in my head, doesn't sit straight. And I am pretty straightforward. For me, a man is a man. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do.
I agree. Do whatever it takes
know what
to
I
take
mean?
care of your family.
You have, as long as you're doing things right and you're not hurting anybody by it, you're not doing wrong things, you're not hurting yourself. You put the time in. Your work ethic is everything. My work ethic today shines off on my son.
Right.
You know what my son said to me one time, Joe? He said, Dad, I have big shoes to fill. I'd rather him think about his, how good he wants to make it in his life, rather than think about the PlayStations and my friends got vaping and my friends are drinking, or he's running around doing the wrong things. Rather, why doesn't the focus go from the work ethic, strong work ethic, a humble work ethic, into my kids?
Right.
I like it, and
Yeah.
that's my opinion. I don't care about anybody else's opinion, to be honest. I want my kids to be strong and good and have a healthy, successful life and a great career. Why not? There's
Right.
nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
And my team, I'm the same way with my team. You won't believe it. I am the same way with my team. I hire young people. I give opportunity. They take the opportunity. They make it what it is today for them. I have tons of people in my office that they took the opportunity that I gave them and made it something. So I'm very proud of them. You have a 26-year-old woman who got in the mortgage industry 2.5 years ago, my right-hand Valentina, who closed $40 million last year with me.
Wow, that's awesome.
There's no way.
Yeah.
She loan partners files. Or I have a 21-year-old who came when she was 19 years old and runs one side of my operations to live yet.
Wow.
Or you have somebody like Mazen who came 3.5 years ago and started with me and did $47 million on his own in 2021. Or you have someone like Diana Hermes who struggled in the beginning and then she shot up and got her licensing and now she's a full-on loan officer. The struggles they went through with me in the past 3.5, 4 years, the people in my office, is like amazing. So it motivates me beyond anybody's belief.
Yeah, especially when you're able, when you struggle, like everybody knows, when you don't just start a business and start making money.
No,
You
nobody
have to go
does.
through. You have to go through it, build it up. It takes a lot of effort, time, energy. It is. So when you see somebody,
In my office,
Yeah.
we all fight. In my office, we all argue. In my office, we all smile and laugh. In my office, we all listen to music. In my office, we all have lunch and food together. Damon, works out of my office now, right?
There you
And
go.
he sees the everyday.
yeah,
And he'll see the struggles. He'll see the good times. He'll see the bad times. He'll see fun times. It's a family-oriented office. We're not perfect, and nobody is perfect. But at the end of the day, the perspective, the goal is always reached. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. Am I like a brother to them? I am. I'm like a brother to my son and my daughter. I'm a best friend with my wife. With my wife, I do as much as I can for people to be able to take them next level.
Nice.
And if they don't take it, hey, all good.
Yeah.
Go wherever you want to and get it. I mean, I don't care. You know,
Yeah.
you're not hurting me. I'm still going to be successful. I'm still going to be driven. I'm still going to do the things I want to do. Nobody's going to stop me.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to have that ambition because a lot of people don't. And the ones that are successful do have that. You can see it right away. You can, when you're in your own business, when you're running your own business, you can immediately identify the people that are really truly passionate about what they do and are willing to put in that effort to do it versus people that are just there and you're like, you know, probably
I don't have a lot of negative people towards me.
Yeah.
I don't. And if they do have something negative towards me, I would love for you guys to call me. I would love it.
this is your time to call everybody.
This is your time, right? You can call me up anytime you want. Give me your negatives about me, which you can't probably. But for me, if there's negative people around you that encircle you, it doesn't matter who they are. They could be your mother, your father, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your uncle, whoever they are. Push them out the way. Keep going. Keep going for what you believe in. Do what you believe in. And make your life, build your life around what you want. Goals, dreams, and ambitions. Nothing is wrong with that. As long as you don't hurt nobody on the way up. You don't do people wrong. You don't steal from anybody. You don't take something that belongs to somebody. I had so many different investment things that came to me, Joe, that I didn't want to do. That I could have went around the person that brought them to me and did it myself. But I didn't take their ideas and I didn't go after their stuff.
Yeah.
That's their business. I don't want to. I
Right.
don't have to.
Right.
But if I wanted to, I could have. But that's not me.
Yeah.
I don't want to bother anybody on the way up. I'm already up there and I'm blessed. I'm successful and I know it. Now I'm not conceited or I'm not saying, oh, I'm the best or I'm bragging. No. But I know where I am.
When you work hard, you are passionate about it.
That's
why
it. I love
that's why
where I am.
where I'm at right now.
Very humble, man.
Yeah.
I don't. You don't see me.
Yeah, but you're proud of what you've accomplished.
I am very
You
proud.
can look back and say, wow, last year, 2 years ago, 3
Yes.
years ago, whatever. Because that's how I feel with me. It's like I am very proud of where I'm at right now with my businesses because especially before COVID, I was putting in so much effort and I was not getting any results. And it was so hard to convince people or let people know that who do not know me personally know what I can do for them. But once I made that turnaround, now looking back to where I was at before, it's night and day and I'm so proud of it.
So many people say it's the worst time in the mortgage industry, worst time in the real estate industry. Guys, no, it's not. It's not the worst time. If you keep feeding yourself that same thing all the time, what it's going to be.
Right. You have to adapt and make a solution to things. So if you think something is changing in your industry, how are you going to fix it? Find a way that makes you able to ease the concerns of other people that might think that, just like what you're saying. You're saying my solution to maybe this is a problem is to keep going and make it work.
Right.
Like have that mentality that we're going to get through this. Keep going, right? Other people might just dwell on having that problem and not come up with a solution, and then it just keeps bringing you down.
Yeah.
Instead of
100%.
figuring out a way to get through it.
It's all about what you believe in. I believe in God first. That's my number one thing. God has put me on another level in my head where my prayers are just for peace of mind. You know, I'm very blessed. I have what I need. I'm okay. Everything is good, but peace of mind, health, happiness for people. And I just keep wanting to give more opportunity. If I can give more opportunity to more people, it helps me not only to benefit me financially. At the end of the day, money's money, but
Right.
to help somebody else come up,
Yeah.
to help one more person come up that ladder, man. Like if I can reach down and grab somebody and pull them up, that's like the most best feeling on
It
earth.
is. I agree.
love it.
I agree because
You know?
because you know the struggle. Like for me, you know how many attorneys that I told to come join me. Like it took me. I've been practicing law for 11 years, and I've been practicing estate planning for 6 years, a little over 6 years. It took me 4 years to figure it out. Like the business side.
Yeah.
Right? The business side is hard because I don't have anybody that I know that has done that type of law or law that would mentor me. So I was figuring it out on my own. So now if somebody comes to me, I can start them out where I'm at right now, skipping over all of that stuff.
Yes.
And I feel good about that. Like, look, you want to get into the industry? I can help you figure it out. I know exactly in 3 months, I can have you all of the stuff situated so that you can run where I'm at right now.
I tell my team members this. They're blessed to come in where they are now because I'm teaching them every single thing that I had to go through in let's say the past 13 years or 12 years or 10 years or whatever it was years when my initial team that I have now has been with me for so long. When they came in, I gave them everything that I went through. You know the realization of that? If some people don't realize that.
Yeah, because
I gave them the 10 or 11 years of everything that I had done all in about 1 year.
Yeah.
Quickly. Or 2 years or whatever it is.
But that's the thing too, is like I talk about this like for kids. People don't want their kids to struggle. But when you don't struggle, you don't understand how difficult it is to obtain that thing.
To make
and
it.
You have a different So like for me, I mean getting off topic, but you know, I want my kids to feel struggle, like feel a controlled struggle. Like for example, when they start working, they're old enough, they want a car, I'm like, you pay for the car.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like figure out how much money it actually takes to take care of that thing. I want them to feel it. I'm not going to let them struggle, but I want them to understand that they have to make payments because nobody's going to take care of them when they get older.
The logic behind life.
Yeah.
We got 1 minute 18 seconds left.
Yeah. What do you want to say?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, how about this? Let's go back with how can people reach you again?
If you guys want to reach out to me, if you guys want to get pre-approved, if you're looking to cash out refinance on your homes, call me at 248-884-1604. I'm always around, always ready to take your phone calls, always ready to text you back if I have to. My team members are always here to help with myself and to put you guys in the right positions to be able to be prepared to have that golden ticket to get you pre-approved the right way to buy a house for the right price so that you can afford it and be comfortable. Don't let people tell you it's a bad time to buy. It is a great time to buy. If rates do dip as they did back in the day, then you guys can refinance. Someone said the other day, don't marry the rate, just date it, but marry the home, right? You want to marry the home, but date the rate.
Yeah.
So that was a good one that, I had the other day. It was a nice takeaway. But if you guys really, really are serious in wanting to buy a house and get approved, call us, Community First Home Mortgage. We're direct lender. We know how to get the job done for you guys. I have a great reputation in the market. We've helped so many families with the dream of home ownership. It makes me proud of myself, my team, and everybody around me that encircles me. People like Joe, Damon, my partners, Athir, everybody that I work with every day. It's a blessing is what I have.
Nice. Very nice. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, actually. Appreciate that.
Another episode of Joe Knows. If you need any estate planning help, you can always contact me, Joe Dallo, 248-914-8146, or you can email me at joe@dalloestateplanning.com. Thank you for joining us.